Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first episode of STOMP Wrestling. Tonight we have a set of opening round tournament matches to crown our champions, and you guys are not gonna want to miss this. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's no better way to start the inaugural episode of STOMP Wrestling than with the man himself, co-owner of STOMP Wrestling, the BeanieBoy. Let's hear what he has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, as 1/3 of the founders of this groundbreaking, earth-shattering wrestling promotion, and as the man with the best drafts in that roster, I have the honor and the privilege of being the first to say to everybody live here in the STOMP Wrestling Arena and everybody watching at home, welcome to STOMP Wrestling!
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. No better way than to kick off STOMP Wrestling than from the man himself. Now on to the rest of the show. And for your first match of the night and the first match of the US Championship Tournament, we have the Deathmatch King, Matt Cardona, versus the Olympic wrestler in Chad Gable. Then we have our first match in the STOMP Wrestling Women's Championship brackets, and we have Becky Lynch, the man Becky Lynch, versus Peraza. And then we move on to the tag team side of things, where the first match in the tournament is ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay, versus the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix. And then in your first ever main event on STOMP Wrestling, we have the opening match of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, featuring the Bastard Pac and Seth freaking Rollins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to that opening match that we spoke about earlier, and we have, of course, the Deathmatch King, Matt Cardona, coming down to the ring. And Matt Cardona was a huge signing for us here at STOMP Wrestling, someone we really looked out to get, and of course, we made that happen. I mean, he's been killing it on the indies, we know this for a very long time, since leaving that other company we shall not mention, and he's been nothing but fantastic. So, Matt Cardona, let's see what you've got for us at STOMP Wrestling. And of course, the next man out here has been making waves throughout the wrestling landscape for quite a while. He might not have been right on top of the card. He might not have been winning titles, winning world championships, but we know what potential Chad Gable has. He's a former Olympic wrestler. This man has freakish strength, freakish technique, and he can do just about anything in that wrestling ring. And I think Matt Cardona is going to find out here just tonight how much of a force Chad Gable is. The question is, can he do it tonight in front of all of you STOMP Wrestling fans? Let's get into it. The crowd is clearly behind Chad Gable right now, as you can hear the Gable chants in the background, and we're off, the bell rings. Nice collar and elbow type to get things. Oh, Chad Gable tosses him over just like that real quick. Chad Gable with the upper hand early and big strikes to the face of Matt Cardona, really showing Matt what's up here in STOMP Wrestling. But he takes a moment to celebrate with the crowd, and Matt Cardona looks to take advantage, and here he does with a big strike to the back of Chad Gable. Matt Cardona tosses him into the ropes, ducks under one, leapfrogs. Oh no, he doesn't go for the leapfrog, just knee straight to the face. Matt Cardona with a nice Samoan drop. I don't know who he's been training with to learn that, but hey, it's in his arsenal. Matt Cardona up to the second rope. Big forearm from the second rope. Matt Cardona showing some nice offense here. Back to running the ropes, lifts him up, oh, and just lets him drop on the ground. Matt Cardona teeing up, big clothesline over the top rope, sending Chad Gable to the outside. What's Cardona thinking here? Sets him up, pile driver, powerbomb, no ways, powerbomb to the outside. Cardona looking to get back in the ring, maybe looking for a counter victory, but Chad Gable's right up so quickly. How is that possible? This man is a machine and hits him with a drop kick. Matt Cardona was not ready with that. Again, Chad Gable showing his Olympic presence with that takedown and just throwing some strikes. Throwing some more strikes. Gets him on the ropes. Matt Cardona is leaning here. Hits him up with a back suplex. Easy as that. And here we go with a thank you from Chad Gable. Again, showing his support to the crowd, which might not be the best thing. Another back suplex, but he inverts it this time and lands Matt Cardona right on his face. Chad Gable targeting the back of Matt Cardona over and over. Very smart, but Matt Cardona misses out on that one. Goes for a clothesline, doesn't get all of it, just goes back for the strikes. When in doubt, just throw punches. Kick to the gut. Matt Cardona with a neck breaker. Nice neck breaker from Matt Cardona with some good technique there. Back to throwing him against the ropes. Lifts him up. Ooh, with a slam from Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona with all the momentum here right now. What's he thinking here? Sends him into the corner. Gets him on top of the ropes. What could we see here? Lifts over the legs. Big strike. What's the thing here? Could we see a superplex? Arm over. Here he goes. Superplex from Matt Cardona. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Can he get the pin here? He goes for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, Chad Gable gets his arm up just before the count of 3. Matt Cardona back here with the underhook. Nice underhook suplex. Just stalking his opponent. Stomps to the face. We like that here at Stomp Wrestling. All the stomps we can get. But Chad Gable with a kick to the face. He's gaining some momentum here. Can he get something through this offense? Nice drop kick from Chad Gable. Picture perfect drop kick. Deadlift. Ooh, deadlift back suplex. Amazing strength from Chad Gable. Here we're seeing some of that wrestling ability. Takes him down with the leg again. Targeting that leg. We know what can come from that leg. We know there could be a little ankle lock. Was Chad Gable looking for the O'Connor roll there? He was looking for his finisher maneuver, but Matt Cardona reversed it. Matt Cardona lifting him up for a snake eyes. Shades of the Undertaker. Big clothesline from Matt Cardona here. What's he thinking? Stalking his opponent. Getting him ready. Big kick to the gut. And another picture perfect neck breaker. We've seen Matt Cardona go back to that. And of course Chad Gable. Quick pin here. Could we see it? 1, 2. Ooh, kick out at 2. As I was saying, of course, Chad Gable has had his history with neck problems, being a wrestler throughout the years. Ooh, nice dragon suplex from Chad Gable. Doesn't seem to bother him there. And we've got a 1, a 2. Is Matt Cardona? Matt Cardona kicks out at 2. Chad Gable frustrated now. He's giving it all he's got, but Matt Cardona just seems to be kicking out. Lifts him up. Suplex. Nice vertical suplex. Oh, he's going for another one. Twist the hips and goes for another one. Twist the hips and goes for a third. It's Eddie Guerrero time, baby. 3 amigos. Here we go. And a nice kick up to end it off. Not going for the pin. I think that might have been a mistake from Chad Gable. As he goes, oh, he's going back to the corner. Looking for his finisher move. Puts him in. Sets him up. Grabs him. No, Matt Cardona reverses again. Matt Cardona just has the better of that move. Chad Gable's got to find something else. Maybe an ankle lock. Maybe a moonsault, something else just to get the pin over Matt Cardona. What's Matt Cardona thinking here? Oh, big boot into the corner. We know Matt Cardona is good at that. We know he has finished matches off with that in the past. There it is, the Rough Rider, or what used to be called the Rough Rider. Can he do it? Here's the pin. 1, I think it's over. 2. Chad Gable grabs the ropes just in time. Wow, Chad Gable had the wherewithal to grab the ropes just in time. Chad Gable stumbling up. Matt Cardona asking for him. Sends him to the outside with a nice stunner. You know, Chad Gable really seems to be struggling here. I don't know what he's got to do. Wait a minute. Who's that? Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona busy distracting the ref. Ricky Starks. What does Ricky Starks want here? Ricky Starks with a super kick to Chad Gable and sends him packing to the floor. Lifts him up. Throws him in the ring. No. This can't be. The ref never saw. Matt Cardona distracted the ref. No. Matt Cardona lands it again. This is it. No. That's not the way to do it here at Stomp Wrestling. 1, 2, 3. That's a disappointing way to win a match in Stomp Wrestling. But I suppose we admire Ricky Starks just showing his importance in that match. We got to hear why Ricky Starks did that. I'm really interested to hear why he attacked Chad Gable and what his reasoning is. But there's your winner, and going on to the next round of the tournament, Matt Cardona. I suppose we got to congratulate him.
What does Nick Aldis have to do to win this tournament? Complete phase 1, that's the question. Literally. My partnership with the Gilded Warrior Nick Aldis and me, it's strictly business. And we have a plan set to take Stomp Wrestling to the next level, okay? This tournament is phase 1. Phase 2 is coming soon.
That is some strong words from MPKH himself, and he seems to have aligned himself with Nick Aldis. But moving on, we have our second match, and it's our first women's match within STOMP Wrestling history, and of course, it's the man Becky Lynch versus Deonna Purrazzo to see who moves on to the next stage of the tournament. And making her entrance first, we have the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo, who is of course a highly technical, highly skilled, an amazing athlete. She's a 5-time world champion throughout the world, and she really knows her way around the wrestling ring. And I think it's going to be a really tough match for the man Becky Lynch. I don't think she's faced a competitor quite like Deonna Purrazzo in her lifetime. And then of course now making her way, one of the women who changed women's wrestling for the better, the man, Becky Lynch, who of course is a multiple-time world champion. She main evented what used to be the biggest show in wrestling. Of course now we have STOMP Wrestling and the shows that we are going to provide you. It's Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is of course an extremely talented wrestler. She doesn't care what other people have to say. She is the man, and to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And that's what Deonna Purrazzo has to try and do tonight. Both competitors looking primed and ready for this match in their best possible shape. No injuries, no niggles, and the match is off. Becky Lynch with a big slap and some strikes to follow it up. She's not here to mess around. More strikes. She's just going ham at it with those strikes, throwing potatoes after potatoes, followed by an inverted DDT from Becky Lynch. Nice start. And of course she goes to her famous leg drops. And here comes another one. Big leg drop by leg Becky Lynch. No shades of Hulk Hogan. This is completely Becky Lynch. Please, don't get it twisted. Becky Lynch grabbing the hair of the virtuosa, tossing her around with a nice judo throw and landing on the arm. And we know both these women have their certain set of arm bars that they would like to use. And of course, you're going to see them target the arm of each other. Becky Lynch reaching out for Deonna as she rolls out the ring. Doesn't quite make it. Ooh, Deonna Purrazzo catching Becky Lynch on the back, and now she has control with a couple of elbows to the face of Becky Lynch. As she ducks another shot, head scissors, swings around and throws Becky Lynch out onto the ground. As she another throw to the ground, just Deonna Purrazzo really going for it here, throwing Becky Lynch back onto the ground, really looking to damage Becky Lynch. As she picks her up, and I'm assuming she's gonna roll. There we go, rolls her into the ring. You gotta beat that count. You cannot win on the outside. A draw is not gonna help anybody. Actually, with a big drop kick to the face of Becky Lynch. Deonna Purrazzo throwing Becky Lynch straight to the mat, face first. No playing games here, no friendly competition out here. This is, I need to win this world championship. That's what both women are thinking. Deonna Purrazzo with a nice, I don't even know what you call that, but it looked like it ended with an elbow drop. Fantastic maneuver by Deonna Purrazzo. There we go, Deonna attacking the arm, just like we thought. And she's going to go back for that arm. No, huge European uppercut by Deonna Purrazzo. Nice move. Becky Lynch surely stunned here. She's got a lot of work to do, Becky Lynch, to get back on top here. Deonna taking control and not losing it with another European uppercut. This is nice technique from Deonna Purrazzo. Those uppercuts look picture perfect. Deonna kick to the gut. What are we going for here? A powerbomb, nice powerbomb with a pin. Could this be over for Becky Lynch? 1, 2, and Becky Lynch kicks out at 2. Becky Lynch is struggling here. She is not coping well at all. And Deonna Purrazzo just finding ways to just slam Becky Lynch, whether it's face first or back first, to the mat. And then targeting the arm, of course. This is something we've got to get used to. But Becky Lynch fighting back. Back with a kick. Going back to what she knows. Leg drops. That's it. When in trouble, do what you know. Do the basics. Land those moves and build momentum. And Becky Lynch is doing just that. But Deonna Purrazzo finding her way back. Becky Lynch did not sustain enough momentum. There was a big drop kick from Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna just taking in the moment, taking in the crowd here at STOMP Wrestling, where we are thankful to have you guys watching in attendance and live on YouTube. Deonna swinging her into the ropes with a nice Luther's press and just taking punches to the face of Becky Lynch. What's Deonna got in mind here as she picks her up? Looking for a nice vertical suplex. Oh, nice vertical suplex. But no, she clearly watched Chad Gable versus Matt Cardona. Turns the hips with a second one. Can we get a third one? Third one. Eddie Guerrero is proud watching this, but here we get a pin. 1, 2. Ooh, Becky Lynch kicks out at 2. You know, Gianna did have a lot of experience working down in Mexico, working in all the different territories down in Mexico, so we understand where this style and where these moves come from. It makes perfect sense. Gianna with a nice knee to the face of Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch really struggling out here as she rolls to the outside. Gianna looking to follow her. Big strike from Gianna again as she rolls back to face planting Becky Lynch to the ground. These moves look so powerful and so painful, and there's just nothing Becky Lynch can do about it. Gravity takes you. Becky Lynch into that announce table where apparently no one is sitting. Don't ask me why, but I'm in a virtual room right now recording this. It's got to stay safe. Can't be in the crowd. Can't be near these wrestlers. I'm too important. Becky Lynch lifting up Deonna Purrazzo. She took some momentum here, throwing her into the steel steps. Becky Lynch rolling over, lifting her up with one arm and a huge power bomb. That is crazy power from the unlikely Becky Lynch. I'd expect that from someone like Deonna, not Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch rolling Deonna in, getting her back up, stalking her opponent, lifting her up. What can we see here? Disarmer. Becky Lynch is locked in the disarmer. Is Deonna going to tap? Deonna struggling here. Those arms are wailing. Those arms and legs are wailing. Deonna doesn't know where to go. She's near the ropes though. If she could just get a foot onto the ropes or a hand onto the ropes, she'll be fine. No. I think Deonna's going to tap here. Is she going to tap? Can she find a way out of this? I don't think so. She seems to be slowing down, but she got a foot on the ropes. There was a rope break. The ref had to break it up. Deonna got a foot onto the ropes. Deonna gets some momentum now with a pile driver. This is it. That's over. Deonna's landed the pile driver. 1, 2. Becky Lynch kicked out. Becky Lynch kicked out of a pile driver. A move she has not faced because the company she was at did not allow pile drivers. How the hell did Becky Lynch kick out of that? As Deonna sends Becky Lynch now to the outside. Kicking and stomping again. She looks angry. She's lost her head. Deonna Purrazzo has lost her cool. Becky Lynch kicked out of her finisher and she's lost her cool now. This could be a mistake from Deonna Purrazzo as she sends her into the barricade and just kicks her in the gut again. Deonna really needs to calm down and use a tactical mind here. She can't just go hot-headed and attack Becky Lynch as she lifts her up. But Becky Lynch, manhandle slam, 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch gets the win and advances on to the next stage of the Women's World Championship tournament. Look at her. Look at what this means to Becky Lynch. Deonna Purrazzo made the mistakes there. She lost her head, she lost her cool, and she paid for it. You cannot do that against the experience of Becky Lynch. She has seen it all, she has done it all, and she got the win today. What a moment. But oh, look who's there. Her potential opponents in the match coming up. Mercedes Moné and Thunder Rosa will be facing live next week, and the winner of that match faces Becky Lynch. And now we move on to some tag team action where we see Ace Austin, Chris Bay, ABC take on Penta and Rey Fenix, the Lucha Brothers, in the first round of the tag team tournament. And here we see ABC, Chris Bay and Ace Austin come down to the ring. Of course, two members of the famous Bullet Club, which we have a couple members here and there that may have been in the club in the past or may still be in the club. So that'll be an interesting story to develop throughout STOMP Wrestling. But of course, these two men are no team to mess with. They are a fairly new team, but they are of course former world champions in their own right. And they will be facing up against this amazing, famous, world-renowned, legendary tag team, the Lucha Brothers, featuring the two brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix. These two men have done it all. Both singles, both tag team. They are both former world champions in their own rights in both singles and tag team action. That's just unprecedented. So ABC have a tough task at their hands here, but of course the Lucha Brothers can be beat. They've been beat before. The question is, can ABC do it? We got both sets of tag teams ironing out the final details. Who's gonna start, who's not gonna start, and we're off. We got Chris Bay and Penta starting the match, and Chris Bay starting off hot with chops and forearms and back fists and elbows and all of the above, onto with a huge European uppercut. We've seen a few of those tonight, and they've been picture perfect with a nice poison rana onto Lucha Brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, the one thing you can expect from this match is high-paced, fast action. There's not going to be a moment to breathe. as Chris Bay sends him into the corner, and we got a nice bit of tag team action here. This is one of what we want to see. A bit of tag team moves, but a tag team action with a huge backdrop by ABC onto Penta. Penta really struggling here. He's got to find a way to get out of this, and of course he does with a big pump kick to Ace Austin, and Ace Austin is stunned as can be. Penta just taking out Chris Bay like he's nothing and going straight to work on Ace Austin again, as we see Rey Fenix going on top. But a tag team action from the Lucha Brothers, assisted dive from Rey Fenix onto Ace Austin, and Ace Austin is in world of trouble, and again they take out Chris Bay. This is an interesting tactic from the Lucha Brothers. Take out the man on the apron, and the ref is just letting it be. And we see a Canadian Destroyer out of nowhere as Ace Austin just hangs on the ropes like dead weight. Is this man okay? With a nice kick from Rey Fenix. These guys are on top right now, the Lucha Brothers, showing really why they are a future Hall of Fame tag team. What's Rey Fenix thinking here? We got a nice springboard. DDT on the apron. Ace Austin's out. Ace Austin's out of it. If Rey Fenix can get the pin here, it'll be done. Rey Fenix with a stomp though. He doesn't seem to want the pin. Another stomp. They just seem to be playing with Ace Austin right now. I think Rey Fenix could have got the pin there and got the win if he really tried. They're going for some more tag team action here. As Penta gets the tag, he also goes up. I think we're going to see the same. Both alternating tag team moves here. Penta with the dive this time, as he goes for straight fists to the face. That's more like Penta. Straight, brutal moves from Penta. Penta sends Ace Austin back into the corner. Again, some more tag team. They're really keeping Ace Austin in this half of the ring. That is the tactic when it comes to tag team wrestling. You got to keep your opponents in your half of the ring. They send him into the corner once again. Some more moves here. Ace Austin really needs to try and get a hot tag here to Chris Bay, as they go for a backdrop onto Ace Austin as he goes flying into the air. Penta lifts him up here. What's Penta thinking here? Ooh, nice forearm. Could Ace Austin be busted right open there? I think Ace Austin's got a cut to the face. Ace Austin looks... Oh, he definitely is. And Penta's taking full advantage of that by swiping his boot on the face of Ace Austin and giving him a nice shot to the face. Ace Austin gets a chance. Ace Austin with a kick to the face. Can he get the tag? He dives and gets the tag to Chris Bay. Chris Bay's in this now with a big, nice drop kick, single leg drop kick from Chris Bay. Takes out Rey Fenix, gives him a bit of payback, and a nice shot from Chris Bay. Chris Bay really taking advantage of that momentum he's been building up and that adrenaline. Getting his revenge for his team with a nice springboard moonsault from Chris Bay. That is some action from out of this world as he goes back with a nice Hurricane Rana from Chris Bay. He has got all the momentum on his side with a nice standing shooting star press. Takes out Rey Fenix again. Can he get something here and get the pin while Rey Fenix is down? DDT. What's he thinking here? He's going up top. This could be it. This could be it. Chris Bay with a nice frog splash, and he gets the pin. Could this be it? Could he win it for ABC? 1, 2. And Penta kicks out at the last second. That was 2.999. How did Penta kick out of that? Rey Fenix is back on the apron, I see. But that doesn't mean anything as Chris Bay and Ace Austin put Penta in the corner. As Chris Bay goes over the top and just lands his leg on the back of Penta. Chris Bay goes for a springboard move but doesn't quite catch it as Penta rolls away, and now Penta takes advantage of that with a nice knee to the face of Chris Bay and just takes more shots to the face. We've seen this a lot from Penta. He seems to be the aggressor in this tag team compared to Rey Fenix. Penta goes for Chris Bay, but he telegraphs it this time, and this allows Chris Bay to get the Spanish Fly. Can he do this? Is this it? 1, 2. Oh, but Phoenix gets there in time. Sorry guys, this match is just all action as we see another pump kick from Penta, and Penta sends him into the ring. Into the side of the ring, excuse me, as Phoenix goes up. What's Phoenix got here? Sends him for another dive. We've seen that a few times. They seem to be resorting back to that quite often. I'm not sure if that's a lack of ideas or what we got here. Another Spanish Fly. Phoenix gets a Spanish Fly on Chris Bay. Can he do it? 1, 2. Ace Austin gets there this time. We've seen alternating Spanish Flies as we see Phoenix taking out Ace Austin. What's he got in mind here? Sends him into the corner. I think this could be it. I think Lucha Brothers have something planned here. Wait. Rey Fenix going to do it on his own. Muscle Buster from Rey Fenix. We haven't seen that before. Is that it? Did Rey Fenix just win with a Muscle Buster? 2 and 3. The Lucha Brothers are advancing onto the next round of the tournament as they just beat ABC in a well-deserved, fast-paced, action-packed match. and the Lucha Brothers are advancing. Let them have their moment, let them celebrate. ABC will be back, however. Sorry for the quick cut here, guys, but our broadcast team told us that this happened during the ABC and Lucha Brothers match, as we see Chad Gable taking out Ricky Starks in the back as he's walking towards his car. This is some crazy action. This is obviously in revenge for what Ricky Starks did as he cost Chad Gable his opportunity. Chad Gable lifting him up. No ways. No ways. Chad Gable with a power bomb. Ricky Starks just got power bombed into his own car. I suppose that's what you get for what you did, Ricky Starks. Chad Gable getting his revenge. We'll find out next week where this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, back onto our course of action. We have the main event. We have the Bastard Pack against Seth freaking Rollins. All to move on to the next round of the STOMP World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, out first is the Bastard Pack, full of anger, full of aggression, full of the will and desire to win this match and move on to the next round of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. And of course, the Bastard Pack came from several different companies. He's a well-renowned wrestler, high flyer, strong as hell, super quick, super athletic, something Seth Rollins is going to have to deal with, and they have faced off in the past. However, this is a totally different pack to the one Seth Rollins faced off against previously in their previous company. Let's see if Pac can do it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't often use smart wrestling terminology in my commentary. I try to avoid it. But if there was a description of over, Seth Rollins would be the description. Just the phrase, Seth freaking Rollins. This man is so over. Listen to that crowd sing his song over and over. Seth Rollins has really made a name for himself over the last 10-15 years, competing in a whole bunch of different companies, not a whole bunch of different companies, but he competed in several companies throughout his lifetime. Really made a name for himself on the indies, then moving to the mainstream companies, and became a multiple world champion, and arguably our biggest competitor, who we shall not name. The question is, can Seth Rollins become a world champion in STOMP Wrestling? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching at this point, let us know down in the comments that you made it all the way to the main event, and let's get into this match. As the bell rings, both men with a collar and elbow tie, but Pac gets out of it with a huge kick to the gut of Seth Rollins, and Pac just goes for stomps after stomps, showing his pure aggression and explosiveness with those chops and back elbows. Pac is just not someone to mess with, not at all, as he ducks down over one, leapfrog over the other. What's he got in mind here? Big backbreaker onto Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has had his fair share of back problems throughout the years, so that could be something Pac tries to target here, as he just takes down Seth Rollins with a huge strike to the face. Pac sending him over the top rope here. What's Pac got in mind here? Pac getting ready for something. Over one rope, onto the other, suicide dive from Pac onto the outside, and Seth Rollins is in a world of trouble here. Seth Rollins needs to find a way to get... Oh, Pac just throwing Seth Rollins straight into the barricade. Back first. Seth Rollins might have a problem when it comes to his back here. Again, back into the barricade. Pac got something in mind. Just DDT on the outside. That could be it. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. DDT on the outside. That could be all we had for your main event here, as Pac sends him straight into the ring post. Pac is not playing games here. Pac is going all out, straight explosiveness and aggression. Looks like he's trying to end it here quickly, as he sends Seth Rollins into the announce table, which is set and seated by absolutely nobody. As I said, I'm not with these people out here. I can't be seen with these wrestlers. They work for me, I don't work for them. Pac goes up. What's he thinking here? Big forearm from Pac. Nice move from Pac. Pac's got to go for it here. Pac's got Seth Rollins stunned. As he goes to, Seth Rollins kicks out. Pac has got Seth Rollins absolutely stunned. He needs to take advantage of this moment as he kicks him to the leg, trying to chop him down, chop him to the chest. Sends him into the corner. Pac getting ready for something here. What's he got in mind? Puts him upside down in a tree of woe position. Ties those legs up. Seth Rollins is stuck here. Seth Rollins is going absolutely nowhere here, as Pac hits him with a huge drop kick to the face. Seth Rollins is in a world of trouble. Could Pac be going for something here? What's he going for here? Pac looking for a moonsault maybe. Pac with a moonsault, but Seth Rollins gets out the way. Seth Rollins gets out the way. What's Seth Rollins thinking here? Russian leg sweep. Back to the basics. When in trouble, do the basics. Seth Rollins with a big knee to the arm of Pac. What's Seth Rollins thinking as he gets Pac up? Pac stumbling here now. Seth Rollins sending him over. Super kick to the face of Pac. Pac is out. Pac is sleeping. 1. Pac kicks out at 1. Seth Rollins sending Pac back into the ropes. Throws him over again with another kick to the chest. Shades of Bryan Danielson here. Nice standing shooting star press. Can he get it? 1. Just another kick out at 1. Pac really showing his aggressiveness, his will to win in this match. Kicking out at 1 on 2 occasions from Seth Rollins' offense here. Seth Rollins sending him into the corner. Lifting him up. Oh, I know what we're going to see here. This is vintage Seth Rollins to imitate the other commentator on the other side. As he goes with a nice suplex, but it's not over. Lifts him up. Hits him with the Falcon Arrow to end it. And he pins him. This could be over. 1, 2. Ooh, Pac went from kicking out at 1 to now kicking out at 2. Seth Rollins edging ever and ever closer. Maybe Pac blew it out. Maybe Pac went all out in the beginning, blew out his engine, and has got nothing left to give in this match. That's what I'm seeing from this. Looks like Pac has tired out so quickly after going crazy on Seth Rollins in the opening, as Seth Rollins sends Pac into the steel steps. Pac really struggling here as Seth Rollins gets him up, throws him into the barricade, and Seth Rollins going to spend a little time with the crowd, loving it, eating it up, spending some more time with the crowd, getting them hyped up. This is what Stomp Wrestling is about. It's about you fans and about your enjoyment of the show as Seth Rollins comes back in. Hits him with a couple chops and another super kick to the gut and a big knee to the face. Pac really struggling here. I really think, I'll go back to it, Pac blew out in the opening minutes. Seth Rollins a big crossbody from the outside. Pac wasted all his energy in the opening minutes, and as soon as Seth Rollins countered, it was over from there. Oh no, wait, but Pac has some momentum back here. Pac with a second wind of momentum as Pac hits a standing shooting star of his own on the outside and sends Seth Rollins, what's he going for here? Powerbomb onto the outside and follows it up with a big elbow to the neck of Seth Rollins. Okay, I might have been wrong. Pac does have a second chance here. But Seth Rollins sees as Pac was trying to take off the furniture off of the table as Seth Rollins, what's he got planned here? No. Powerbomb position. Is he going to powerbomb him onto the table? But the table doesn't break. That's arguably worse. If a table breaks, it gives you a sense of cushioning. But when the table doesn't break, it's like just hitting the concrete floor as Seth Rollins sends him into the ring. Oh no, here it comes. Big stomp from Seth Rollins. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. That could be it. Pac was over. Pac, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is your winner and is advancing to the next round as Pac tried to do too much with the announce table. And ladies and gentlemen, your main event has concluded, and that is all we have for you at Stomp Wrestling. Thanks for joining us. See us here next Sunday. Take care, guys. Peace.